This is Vivek Singhal sending you a happy July 4th message. So, across the United States today, millions will gather to celebrate a revolution launched nearly 250 years ago. Yet, as we approach America's semi-quincentennial, we must ask, what does independence mean in an age where currency is programmable, perception is engineered, and reality is filtered through algorithms? Because a new revolution is already underway, and it is global. This week, China took a bold step, and that is the best news I saw in a video that received little fanfare in the Western press, but may prove to be one of the most consequential economic moves in decades. It formally launched the ECNY, its central bank digital currency, across a network of spanning 200 banks and trade corridors. This digital yuan now is supposed to bypass the US dominated SWIFT system. And all of that started when we started using sanctions on the SWIFT, and that has been going on now for a long time. This isn't just an innovation in financial technology. It is a strategic dismantling of the global dominion of the global order in a quiet, systemic, and irreversible manner. No, the US dollar will not go away quickly, or in the coming year even, but it reveals a deeper truth. The architecture of power in the 21st century is no longer military or even territorial. It is digital, programmable, and invisible. The American Revolution was ignited by overreach, by empire imposing its will without accountability. Today, that same spirit of resistance must rise again, not against monarchy, but against surveillance capital, data colonialism, and the unchecked dominance of platforms and governments that may manipulate perception itself. As Marshall McLuhan warned decades ago, the medium is the message. In today's world, the medium, your phone, your feed, your filter, is not just shaping messages, it is shaping our minds. In 1776, truth was self-evident. In 2025, truth is being curated. The news about the digital yuan may or may not be fully correct, but the fact is that this particular issue is circulating on the internet. And it's not just about China and the United States. It is about how the human species organize itself in the age of AI, digital money, and declining trust. And that is happening globally, not just in the United States or China, as I mentioned. For example, in India, with its youthful population and spiritual heritage, they stand at a crossroad. Will it follow the dominion model of control or lead with dharma? which is all about truth, balance, and autonomy. Russia is also recalibrating identity through nostalgia and resistance, often at the cost of pluralism. Europe is aging, fragmented, and searching for a moral center. Africa, youthful and dynamic, is becoming the proving ground for every external power's ambitions and the birthplace of new possibilities if it asserts its voice. And the United States, riven by polarization, must now rediscover its soul or risk becoming an empire that forgot what it once stood for. So I think there are two different operating systems, Dominion and Dharma. These global tremors point to just two competing logics. Dominion, rooted in conquest, control, and commodification of land, labor, and even life itself. Dharma, which is rooted in balance, truth, and the interconnected dignity of all universe. The West has mastered dominance through capitalism and computation. But the 21st century demands a deeper evolution towards a dharmic civilization that is technologically advanced, ethically grounded, and spiritually awake. This is why I wrote the book, Dominion and Dharma. This is not a history book, but it is meant to be a civilizational roadmap. It traces how we arrived at this crossroads from the age of discovery in 1452 to the age of digital sovereignty in 2025. We are living through a global July 4th moment, not just in America, but across civilizations. A revolution not just of regimes, but of reality itself. And that revolution, my friends, if it is to lead us into the golden age, as promised by President Trump, must be based not on who can manipulate fastest, surveil deeper, or dominate longer, but on who can awaken first. The ultimate independence is not from a foreign ruler or a digital empire. It is from the illusions that keep us divided, distracted, and diminished sometimes, or most of the time. The future of humanity will not be defined by which country controls the next century, but by which civilization offers a model where technology serves consciousness and not the other way around. Let this July 4th be the beginning of that revolution, and let's go forward with our celebrations in the evening with the great fireworks. Thank you.